Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Back to throw, it's Price. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. Now they'll run it to the right here. At the 35, he's open. Giving him his pads. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bobcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Bringing it back, it's Bitonio. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The run from the shotgun. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Price. Might be looking to run. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. A third and long coming up here. It's a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Odom. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a big gain. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air, it's Price. Spits it out to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Huffman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Gets away. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. The inside handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Offense in an empty set. They'll throw it on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. On the return, it's Bitonio. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Buying some time. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Scrambling away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
One of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away.
Texas State, 14, UTSA, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Now adjusting. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They want that clock to run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the tailback. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.